All right, guys, for math. Yesterday, kindergartners especially, you had to listen to me talking a lot about math and phonics, and the microphone was really strange. So I spent some time getting that fixed, and that minute got dark. That's why my face looks really strange, because it's gotten dark and we just have the light from the one lamp. Everybody today has 2 math jobs. One is with the page for number 10 in your handwriting book. And then the other math job is going to be kindergartners on math papers, first and second graders in your math books. So let's look first of all at the number 10. There are 2 things I'm really going to be looking for. Real quick before we do that, guys, if I say to use your fingers or I say to use linking cubes, do it. Remember, smart fingers puts that into your brain a little bit differently. You know those numbers so much better. So when you get to really complicated math in 10th grade or in college, you can do those things more easily because you used your fingers. You were adding on your fingers, right? 1 and 2 makes 1, 2, 3. Or you were actually using the linking cubes, Junior, Jen, Mark, and Joelle, right? Making the even towers or the towers where there's one odd one left out. Make sure you're using your hands any chance you get. It's going to help your brain learn these things a little better. All right, let's get to the handwriting. All right, yay, I found my red marker. That means this is going to show up for you guys better than when I use the blue one. The 2 big things here, oh my goodness. Where do you start your letters and numbers? At the top. Where do you start your letters and numbers? At the top. If you're going to start a letter, then you better say it with me. Remember to start at the top. Oh my goodness, so many of you guys are making ones like this and making zeros like this. No! It hurts my heart. And if I see you do it at school after this week, I'm going to make you erase it and fix it. Start everything up at the top. 1, start at the top, go down. 0, start at the top and go around. Right? 1, 0, start at the top and go around. All right, kindergartners, make 10s and practice 10s. You know, down here, you're going to make your own. Do you see they gave you 2 lines? 1 line for the digit 1 and 1 line for the digit 0 because our number 10 is made up of 2 digits, a 1 and a 0. Same thing down here. Trace it, make it, trace it, make it, trace it, make it. And I don't even know which one is kindergarten and first grade. I don't know. First graders. It might be yours. This might be kindergartners right here. Second graders, you guys have something a little different, but the same sort of thing. Start at the top. Trace them. Make them. Second graders, of course, you know you need to copy this. I want you to, notice down here also copy, but especially second graders, exclamation point, apostrophe. Make sure those 2 get in there. I'll be checking for those when you get back to school. All right, Alex and Isabella, we're going to be starting today on page 60. It's the next page after the one that you did yesterday at the end, and it looks like this up at the top. We're reviewing lesson 1.3 here, solve put together problems. You have 4 flowers, and 4 flowers, how many do you have in all? Fill in the model, and then write your addition equation. And down here, write the answer to the question, which was, again, how many flowers do you have in all? All right, next one. And again, pause the video anytime that you need to be able to catch up with me. Solve put together problems with both addends unknown. So if both addends, both of the numbers that you're adding together, you don't know what they are, that means you make them up. So there are 10 bowling pins. Can you see you're at a bowling lane here? Some are standing up. The rest are knocked down. You know how at a bowling alley you have the ball and you roll it down the lane and it bangs into the pins. Some of them might stay standing. You hope as many as possible get knocked down. So draw 2 different pictures to show the pins. So it's going to start with 10, right? Because 10 is what you have all together. See this equal sign here? That means that 10 is on this side. 10 also goes on this side over here, but on this side over here, we're going to be dividing 10 into 2 amounts. So the number 10 is not actually going to appear over here, but 2 numbers that add up to 10 go over here. So you decide you're going to draw it in. You can draw however many pins you think should be standing up, and you can draw however many pins you think should be laying down here, and then write how many standing up, how many laying down. 10 altogether. Same thing over here, 10 altogether, but choose different numbers that stand up and lay down. Just make sure that together, when you add them, they're equal to 10. Next one, solve take from problems. There are 7 dolphins. 3 dolphins swim away. How many are left? If you need to make a picture or if you want to use your fingers, go ahead and do that to figure out how many are left. Here now, we're comparing. Now remember, when we compare, we still use subtraction. We're matching it up and taking the smaller number away from the bigger number. You have 6 whistles. Your friend has 3 whistles, right? Draw the matches here. How many more whistles do you have? Write the subtraction sentence and write in the answer how many more you have. Number 8, there are 2 yellow blankets. There they are. There are 9 green blankets. They're not there, are they? So draw them in. 9 green blankets, match them up to see how many are missing. Now here again, if you're writing 2 minus 9, stop for a minute. Put up 2 fingers. Actually do it. If you put a 2 right here, put up 2 fingers and then see, can you take down 9 fingers? If you cannot take down 9 fingers, you need to do something different. Down here, you have 5 puzzles. Your friend has 7 puzzles. How many fewer puzzles do you have? Again, match them up. Write your subtraction equation and answer that. There are 8 red leaves and 4 orange leaves. They're not there, are they? And draw them in. How many fewer orange leaves are there? Finish that subtraction equation. Solve add 2 problems with the change unknown. You have 3 bracelets. Your friend gives you some more. See, you have 3. Your friend gives you some more. We don't know how many more, do we? But we do know that now you have 9. Do you see 9 right here? How many bracelets did your friend give you? You had 3. You added some, and you got 9. Figure out how many you added. That's how many bracelets your friend gave you. You have 5 carrots. You buy some more. Now you have 10. How many did you buy? Again, 5 plus how many did you add in makes 10. You don't answer 10 carrots because it doesn't say how many carrots do you have now. It says how many carrots did you buy. How many more did you add in right here? All right, last one. You have 4 hats right here. That's your altogether number. 2 have polka dots. The rest have stripes. Figure out how many have stripes, and then here you're going to write it as an addition equation. What plus what makes what? Here you write it as subtraction. Here it is all together. Minus one part gives you the other part. Now, you might have these Chapter 2 introduction pages in your book, or I might not have sent them home. If I didn't send them home, watch here on the screen really carefully. If I sent them home, then go ahead and look at yours along with me. Chapter 2, fluency. Remember we talked about that with reading? It means being able to do it easily and quickly, having it just float like water down this hillside. And strategies. Remember, strategy means we're not just, figuring everyone out. We have actual ideas about how to solve it. And then within 10 means it's going to be 10 or less. Whoop, there we go. So success criteria means you have been successful at this chapter if you can do these things. And the really important ones are these green ones. I can explain rules and I can apply. That means I can use strategies. So our focus here is not just getting the answers to all the questions. Our focus is actually being able to use these strategies to solve problems. All right, so right here are our review words. Addend. Those are the 2 numbers we add together. Sum is how much you have when they're both added together. So take a look. Those are both talking about adding. And right here we have an addition equation, don't we? So the 3 and the 4, which word is that? Is that addend or sum? And the 7, is that addend or sum? So write those things in these green bubbles. And then difference, if you take an amount away from something, if you're subtracting, the difference is what you get. So right here we have our subtraction equation. This is the only one with subtraction, and difference means subtraction, so difference has to go here. Now down here, these are connected to the vocabulary cards. Let's take a look at them. Count back. Count on, that means count forward. Doubles, we've done a lot of that. And doubles -1. Let's go back and look up here. We have count on. Remember I said that meant count forward? And right here, can you see they're counting forward? So we're going to draw a line from count on. Oh, I can't do it on my computer. Draw a line from count on to right there. Count back, backwards. Can you see this red arrow going backwards? Draw a line from count back up to here. And then here you just see a number line, right? Just like we've used in the classroom. Nothing in particular on it. All right. We're going to just begin this lesson, and then tomorrow we'll do a little bit more with it. This one is pretty easy, though. We're going to get through a lot of this. Add 0. That's not very hard, right? Use linking cubes. You can just draw circles to model each story. There are 6 ducks in the pond. Go ahead and put a little circle for ducks. 0 ducks joined them. Oh, that's not very hard to draw, is it? How many ducks are in the pond now? Go ahead and write that right down here by the word ducks. All right, here's another one. There are 0 ducks in the pond. Maybe make an imaginary new pond. Oh, this is really wanting to put blue squares on me today. Maybe make an imaginary pond right here. 0 ducks in it. 8 ducks go in the pond. Put 8 little circles. How many ducks are in the pond now? That's not very hard, is it? All right, so take a look at this. 5 plus 0 is 5. 0 plus 2 is 2, right? When you add 0 to a number, the sum, right, that's the answer, is the number. When you add a number to 0, the sum is the number that you add. This is stuff you guys know already, right? How many dots? 1, 2, 3, 4. Put 4 plus 0 is 4, right? You can do these. Go ahead on down through number 10 here. Find each sum. Think, what did you notice? Now, if you haven't finished number 8, go ahead and pause the video. 3 plus 0 is what? 0 plus 3 is what? 0 plus 6 is what? 6 plus 0 is what? The question, though, remember, we're not just trying to get the answer. We're trying to actually think about this. What did you notice, right? Because we can get the answer that only helps us for these. But if we actually notice patterns, that'll help us in others. Did it matter if the 0 came first or second? It didn't. The answer is the same whether the 0 was first or second. That's going to be important for a lesson that we have later on. All right, there are 7 penguins in all. So that means this whole picture right here, this whole South Pole sort of thing, this is actually kind of silly because penguins are at the South Pole and igloos are at the North Pole, but whatever. So 7 penguins in all. That means this whole picture, 7 penguins. How many are inside the igloo? Well, let's think about this. How many are outside the igloo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If there are 7 in all, and 7 are outside the igloo, how many could be inside the igloo? Write that number right there. All right. We are going to go ahead and finish these tomorrow. You could probably do them, but we're going to say that's enough for today, guys. Do some Kids A to Z, and then we'll be with you tomorrow again with some more math.